Hi first graders, it's Mrs. Meekum here. We are going to be doing a science experiment today on how fish breathe underwater. So you've been learning all about fish this week, and this would have been the week that we would have gone on our field trip. So we would have learned all about fish, so this is going to be the next best thing to see how fish breathe underwater. So in your packet, I gave you a coffee filter and a rubber band. You're going to need a few other supplies that I'm hoping that you have just around your house. Mrs. Meekum just grabbed a mason jar. It doesn't have to be this big, you can do a smaller one, or a clear glass cup or a clear plastic cup. And then I have another little jar, and all that I did was go outside and I took a handful of dirt. So if you look up close here, my dirt has rocks in it, it has really fine dirt, it doesn't matter, just grab whatever you can grab, okay? All right, so we're gonna talk about what each thing represents. This right here is going to be my fish. And this, we know that a fish has gills, and that's what lets the oxygen in and out. This coffee filter is going to represent the gills on the fish, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I put my coffee filter, you can see how it sits like this or like this, and I put it down, and I'm gonna I wanna make a little bit of a bed for it. So I kind of stick my finger there, and then I'm gonna take my rubber band, and I put it around my coffee filter, just like that. Can you see how it dips in just a little? Pretty easy, right? Okay, so this is the fish, and this is the gills, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this dirt, I'm gonna run over to the drinking fountain really, really, really fast, and I'm gonna put a little bit of water in the dirt, okay? So wait right here. Okay, I'm back. I took my dirt, and I put water in it, and look, it looks really nasty. Looks like a big mud hole, doesn't it? Okay, so when fish are underwater, they still need to breathe oxygen. So they get their oxygen from the water that they breathe. So remember, this is the gill. The fish has to breathe, but it doesn't want to let in all of that nasty, dirty stuff. So when I pour this dirty water into the fish's gill, AKA coffee filter, let's see what happens. You can see that the filter is soaking in the water. Look down here. What do you see? This is why I wanted you to have a clear cup. Can you see that it's slowly dripping? And what's dripping inside is clean water. So all of the dirty stuff that the fish doesn't need is staying outside of its gills because its gill is only letting in the oxygen. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more. I'm gonna try and twirl this around and get some of the really nasty stuff under here. Oh, that was really gross. You're gonna see it's starting to drip again. Do you see that? Pretty cool, right? Now what I can do to show you how the gills only let in the oxygen and not the things that the fish doesn't need is I can take my rubber band off very carefully. I can lift the coffee filter out and look at all that dirt. Now watch. When I squeeze it, it's letting in the oxygen to the fish, right? But it's not letting in any of the bad things that the fish doesn't need. Pretty cool, right? So fish need oxygen. They get the oxygen from the water, and they use their gills to let the oxygen into the fish, and nothing else, all the other stuff that they don't need, their gills stop. I hope that you loved this experiment. I hope that now that you've watched the video, you will have a chance to do it at home. And I've also attached another link of a video that talks about how fish breathe too. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Send your teachers some links, send them some pictures of you doing the experiment so that we can see it, okay? Bye, first graders.